Hey guys, Amir here, and today's video is going to be something I get asked a lot about on my Tumblr and even in real life. It's basically, how do you call your friends out when they say something problematic? First and foremost, I want to go over what I believe problematic is and how the term should be used. I know it's like been popularized like among like internet culture, I suppose, but like for me, when someone does something problematic, they say or do something offensive to a marginalized group of people that they do not realize is offensive. When I call someone problematic, I'm saying like this person does not know what they're saying and how it affects this group of people. However, and I will expand upon this later on in this video, but I feel like their reaction to being called out when they do something problematic says if they're problematic or essentially like racist, transphobic, or whatever. But yeah, so here we go. First and foremost, what you have to realize, like, nobody else is gonna call this person out unless you do. It sucks to be that person because you don't want to be a party pooper, but the thing is, like, if you're not that person, nobody else is going to be that person. In this video, it's like, it's not about how to call out like strangers and things like that, it's how to call out your friends. I feel like calling out strangers is easier than calling out your friends because like you don't have to see them like every single day of your life or like most days of your life. You don't hang out with them like all the time. Like you're not, like your group is not like really that much affiliated with them. But like when you have to call out your friends, like there's like this weird tension, this weird anxiety. It's just like, I don't want this person to end this friendship with me, but it is scary and something I had to do a lot. And like the important part about like calling out your friends is you realize what kind of person they are, and it basically opens like the door for like more effective communication or whether or not this person is worth keeping around. So from my own personal life, I had this former friend, emphasis on the former, who used to say the N-word, but the way they went about it was like how like a lot of people usually do go about it. They said it because it's in a lot of rap songs and they were just like rapping along to like, you know, hip hop and things like that. And like it was just me, him, and one of our other friends. I'm not friends with them either. That's a different that's a different story. Maybe we'll do a story time video on that. But yeah. So so this person, like we were like, this is like one of the first times like me and him and our other friend like really hung out, and like we have like a lot of like similar tastes in like music and things like that. So like he was like playing hip hop, whatever. Then he says the N-word. This is what I like to call the what, why, who, and how. Okay, the first part, what. Basically, this is how you introduce what is problematic. So this is how I kind of start off, just like we're listening to music, blah blah blah, and he like drops the N-word. I'm just like, yo, that's not cool. And it's like this person's gonna ask, why? And then, or they're gonna like defend themselves, like, or something. So they're gonna do something of that nature, just like. And then the second point is why. You have to explain why it's not cool, and like kind of like try to stay away from words like big words like systematic or structural or institutionalized, like oppression and things like that. There's because like I feel like those words tend to scare people. So you kind of just have to like, I don't want to say dumb it down because I feel like people are not stupid. They can choose whether or not they want to empathize with a group of people or not, and they're smart enough to make the right decision but choose not to. So yeah, you explain why this thing is offensive. So I was telling this guy, I'm like, this is offensive to me because this word has been used to dehumanize people of my race for the past 400 years. And like, so I'm like, this is not something you should say. And like we had a discussion about it, and like like the thing is, these things open the door for discussion, like why is this wrong, what can this person learn, and like this is your opportunity to educate someone. And like if they're not willing to listen, again, it shows a lot about like what kind of person they are. The why part is like why it is offensive. This is offensive because it was originally and still is a racial slur directed towards Black people. The who is like, who does it affect? Like, and then you have to explain to this person, it does not affect you, but it affects this group of people. So I told this person, this affects me, this affects other Black people as well. Number 4 is, how does it affect them? Basically, you have to explain exactly like how saying certain things or doing certain things is an act of dehumanization and invalidation towards a group of people. The N-word is a word used as like, it's a word we're reclaiming because we are all in, like all black people face anti-black racism, not just from white people but from other people of color, which is another video. But yeah, and the reason why black artists in rap and hip hop and black people like me can use this word, a bastardization of the word, is because we are reclaiming it. And when we say, oh, like, you're my nigga, it means like we are in this struggle together. It's just like kind of like synopsize like basically everything you told this person, just like the what, why, how, and who it affects. And then you say like, just be more careful because I don't want you to be in a situation in which someone is not going to be as kind to explain why it's wrong, and just be more aware and try to make a world a better and more safer place for people who do face some sort of oppression. And number 6, this is what I mentioned before, reaction is a reflection of character. Again, this goes back to my definition of problematic. If you call this person out for being problematic, again, someone who like does something they do not know is ignorant, and like they react like this, like, oh, I'm not wrong, blah blah blah, no matter how nice you are about it, or like no matter how nice you are about the what they said or what they did and things like that, and like they're just not having it, that person's a shitty person, and I really don't think you should be friends with someone like that. And again, I've lost plenty of friends like due to calling people out, and like it sucks when it happens because like this person could be a good friend to you, but in the grander scope of things, this person does not care about who you are as a person, your identity, your culture, your background. They do not care how it's constantly invalidated and how you are basically hurt by it every single day because of how you are not a person of privilege and how the world does not work according to you. So like, if you think about it that way, then you'll understand fully that this person is not worth keeping around. So yeah, I feel like if this person has like, I don't want to say repeat offenses, but if this person has like repeat offenses of saying or doing something oppressive, they're not problematic. You call it like it is, like, because like with the friend I use in this story, there have been multiple situations in which I have called them out for using that word or being anti-black in some other situation, and it's just like with each time you have to get more and more firm. And I just feel like problematic, the word problematic can be used for like not, no. Like I think after the first offense and like having an effective and like good like deep discussion with this person, if they continue to do problematic things, they're not problematic. They're either racist, transphobic, homophobic, classist, or all of the above and not worth spending your time with. So yeah. But if like they react in a positive way, just like, and they're like listening and they're like asking questions and things like that, and realize people are gonna ask questions that are gonna sound really stupid, but they don't realize they're stupid, but you have to tell them just like, you saying that is not okay, or asking that is not okay because it does this, blah blah blah. It's a long conversation to have, and I recommend having it in private. Like usually when I call people out, I do take them to the side and tell them this is not okay to say, and like we just have like a nice conversation about it and things like that. And it's best to do these things face to face. I feel like through text and things like that, tone is easily misconstrued and people will think you're just like coming off as just like, ugh. And like if you are a person who is directly offended by these things, and like I feel like you don't have to be nice, but that's a different video. But I'm saying in this situation when you're calling out your friends. But yeah. So again, reaction is reflection of character. If the person's like listening and they're like, you know, actively listening, just asking questions, like obviously wanting to learn, that person is worth keeping around because they obviously care about you. They care about what they said and how it hurt you or hurt someone else. And they're willing to work on that, and like they're willing to ask questions and like learn and like gain knowledge and help kind of like make the world a better place. That's it for today, and I hope you guys found this helpful. I'm kind of like a weird talker or whatever, but yeah, this is basically like how I go about things, and I hope you guys can apply this to your real life. So yeah, see you later.